Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Fiona and I'm going to show you this makeup look. Please like and subscribe to my channel down below and have fun! So we're going to start off with a bare face and we'll do the face makeup first. I actually use day cream first and I use a small brush to put it on my face and then eventually I rub it in with my fingers. So I will be doing that as first. I mainly focus it on the T-zone because that's where I get really oily actually, but the day cream actually helps me stay quite mattified and moisturized. Doesn't make sense actually. So when that's done, I use a primer by Smashbox, pore filling primer, and I use it on my nose. So my whole nose, on a few spots, and my chin and my upper lip, because I've got a lot of pores there, and I rub it in with my fingers like so. It really does work. It smoothes out all of my pores quite nicely. So now what we're gonna do is we'll start our foundation routine. I use the FitMe foundation in 128, and I put it on the back of my hand, a few drops, and eventually I use a brush to smear it all over my face. So like that, drop it on the back of my hand. I try to match my foundation more with my neck and the rest of my skin tone. You'll see it's a lot darker than what my face is, a lot more yellow. So I smear it all over my face, mostly on the troubled zones, on the red zones, and on the places that I know are really needing foundation. I really like this foundation. It's not too heavy, it feels quite good on my skin, and it's just the right coverage. Then I use a pink beauty blender, the original one, and I bounce my foundation into my skin and try to make it all look seamless and beautiful. So when I've done that, I will actually take a Pro Concealer by LA Girl and conceal out the dark circles with a peachy toned concealer. I will also do my eyelids because I've got a lot of veins in my eyelids, so I need to cover those. I will use a Real Techniques buffing brush, wow, to work that into my skin. So when that's done, I take my concealer by Naked Skin by Urban Decay in light warm, and I conceal my under eyes and my eyelids, under my brow bone, tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose, and cupid's bow, chin, forehead. I put a T, and then a wee bit under my brow bone, like I said. And what I do then is I take I look crazy by the way, yeah, I'm very ashamed of that, but I take my beauty blender and I start bouncing in with the tip of the beauty blender into my skin. When I've done that, I actually take a Morphe Translucent setting powder and I take a wee bit on the lid, a little bit more than a wee bit. I take my beauty blender, I pop it in. See how white it is? I put it under my eyes to set the eyes and the rest of my foundation. On my chin, on my cupid's bow, on my nose. Well, maybe not on my cupid's bow. Yeah, on my cupid's bow. And then I take my NYX HD finishing powder. I swirl my Real Techniques brush in it and I dust off whatever I've been baking or setting with powder. I first do my whole face and then I go to my eyes just to let my eyes have a wee bit more baking time than the rest of my face. As you can see, that worked quite well. So that's that, and now I am going to start with my eyes. So I've already done one side of my eye and I'm going to show you how I did the other side. I use my MAC Painterly Pot and I use a wee fluffy brush and blend it into my eye so that I have a nice base. I've also done my eyebrows. If anybody's interested in an eyebrow routine, leave a comment below and I will show you how I do my eyebrows. Then I take the Kylie Jenner palette, our holiday collection, and I take the lightest shades on a fluffy brush and I pack it all over my lids just to get a good transition shading. Then I take a Kyliecosmetics brush from her collection. I take the chestnut color and I put that right into my crease with windshield wiper motions. As you can see, it takes a lot of work and a lot of blending to get a good smooth edge. Now, I take my MAC, I have no idea what color that is, but I take a MAC eyeshadow and I swirl BH Cosmetics angled brush in it, and I put it on the edge of my crease in the outer V point and I try to blend it out as well as I can. It's a very difficult color actually, it's really difficult to get out of the pan. And then I also put it on the inside corner of my eye, and I take a pointed blending brush by BH Cosmetics, and I try to get more pigment payoff on the inside of my eye, the inner part of my eyelid. It is very difficult. I don't know why that is with the MAC one actually, but it's like an aubergine color, but it really doesn't want to pick up much color when you put your brush in it. It's really difficult actually. So then I take a fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics and I just blend out all the edges and blend it into my crease a wee bit more. Now I take a flat brush by BH Cosmetics and the Kylie Golden Plum eyeshadow something. I can't even remember what it's called. And I will be packing that all over the center of my lids. It's a wee bit not wet, but it's moist, so any eyeshadows will stick to it nicely. Then I take another fluffy brush from BH Cosmetics and I blend that into my crease. I will be taking the gold out of the Kyliecosmetics palette, the holiday palette, and I'll be packing that with my finger on my lids, as you can see. And I'll take a fluffy brush by Morphe, the M518 I think it was, and I will blend all the edges all out. That's my eyeshadow done. So I will be taking an eye pencil, a black one, and I will be lining the upper part of the inside of my eye and then the outside of the my eye, the V. I'll be taking an angled brush then and winging it a tiny wee bit out, not too much. Now I will be taking a small concealer brush by Real Technique and just carving out a line next to my eyeshadow. There we go. So that is already my eyeshadow and just my eyeshadow done. I will be curling my lashes with just a general lash curl and using the Roller Lash by Benefit Cosmetics, I think it is. and coating my lashes with it. Now I'll be using the Jeffree Star Peach Goddess and a small packer brush by BH Cosmetics to brighten up my inner corner and my brow bone. I will be using a small smudger brush and try to get some pigment off the MAC thing and put it underneath my eye for some dimension under my eye. Oh, by the way, I do not use fake lashes. Not because I can't put them on, I can, but they feel too heavy on my eyes, so I don't really like it. So I try to keep my current lashes as good as possible. Then I blend out my bottom lash line as well as possible. And now we'll go on to the face, finishing of the face. I will be taking a big fluffy brush by Real Techniques Cosmetics and Sunburnt or Sunset by MAC and blushing my face. And now I am going to use another brush by Real Techniques and bronze up my face with the MAC Mineral Skin Finish in Dark. As you can see, I am not using a contour brush for this. I will be using I think it's I have no idea what kind of brush it is. Can't remember. But I think it works quite well. I'll be using the Peach Goddess again by Jeffree Star and a small highlighter brush and highlighting my cheekbones, my nose and my upper lip as well as I can. You can see that the lighting is not great, so you can't see it, but believe me, it was blinding. As you can see on my upper lip, it's quite blinding. Now I'll set my face with the Allnighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay. I love doing that, it feels so fresh. And I'll be drying that off by doing that. So now I'll be doing my lips. I'll use the Kyliecosmetics lip liner in Kristen. Also not our holiday collection, I believe. It's just her general collection. It's the matte liquid lipstick. I like this shade. I think it's a really gorgeous color on my skin tone, so I'll be using that. I'm just lining my lips, just a tiny wee bit overlining, not too much, but just a wee bit. And then I will be using the liquid lipstick to fill in the rest of my lips. When I'm done with doing the lip liner, of course. So now I'll be using liquid lipstick to fill in the rest of my lips, to make it smooth. Just like that. So that is actually the finished look. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching and please subscribe and like my videos. Love you!